Welcome to the first episode of Shuffle Quest, an actual play RPG podcast through the weird worlds of pop culture. Our crew of adventurers dives into different fictional universes on a glorious quest to save reality itself. We use the real RPG systems for each pop culture property, and everything that happens in one world is canon in the next. Our story stars knowledge paladin Terok Nor, a half-elf, half-fairy who lives to collect a compendium of complete knowledge in service to his god. Omie Heck, an outcast follower of Elohim, a fantasy religion that bears a huge resemblance to a certain Utah-based faith, who travels the world doing good deeds, healing the sick, and wrecking fools with a pair of brass knuckles. And Ruddy Dayton, a professional adventurer who is also your dad. We join our heroes after a quest to clear out a monster-infested temple near a halfling village. In the ruckus, their halfling guide Altea Hollyleaf was killed, and they took a goblin prisoner. Standard fantasy stuff so far, but oh boy, it won't be for long. Hello everybody, and welcome to Shuffle Quest. It's that RPG play podcast where we go into crazy worlds. Worlds that you might know from the pop culture detritus that no one likes anymore. And we're gonna have a fun adventure through all the time and space. Everyone's so quiet.
We're doing
excited.
great.
We're excited about time and space.
I'm wrapped.
Yeah.
I was promised one, not both.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It's time, space. If I can think of a third thing, heart. We're gonna have some. We're gonna feel
is
things on
Captain
this
Planet.
cruise. Oh God, wouldn't that be fun? Well, I'm writing that on the list. Captain Planet.
Please do.
Anyway, but I'm Tom Harrison. I'm your host. I'm your game master. I am the cesspool mind that originated this trash idea, and is going to be guiding you through the worlds of Shuffle Quest. And of course, I couldn't have any adventures without my delightful crew, my kooky crew. Who is my kooky crew?
Cookie crew.
Hi, I'm Cody Melcher, and I am playing Terok Nor. I'm the knowledge paladin. I came here to do two things: chew bubblegum and quest for knowledge. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I am Gwynn Fulcher. I am playing Omie. She is a rogue-like character who is usually a loner, but is teamed up with these two folios to do some damage and hopefully also do some good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Joe Anderson. I'm playing Ruddy Dayton, a old adventuring veteran who was one day away from fantasy retirement. Heavily inspired by the character of Al Borland from Home Improvement. Yeah.
Does he have any plaid motifs on his armor?
When you asked for what the characters would look like so the art could be commissioned, I specifically said a plaid pocket on the chainmail.
Oh my god. Does he say, I don't think so, Tim?
There
is no Tim.
What do you want a fantasy
We're
tool
gonna
time?
meet one.
Like relic. Oh God, I can't think of another R word. Cody, you can do this kind of thing. What is it? Relic. What is a tool time equivalent that starts with relic?
Relic roustabout? I don't know.
That's better than I had, which was relic. Cody, what is it?
Relic respite.
Relic respite. Yeah.
Too many relics these days. Here's a show with none. Relic respite.
God, I need a respite from all these
Relic
relics.
Revel.
Relic revelry.
Yeah.
That's a lot
yeah.
of R's. That's 3 R's and 2 V's.
That's an impressive score on
Assonance Quest, our favorite game.
I think that's a bar I went to last night.
Okay. So we gotta get on this quest, don't we? We gotta get on an adventure. So we last left you three chuckle fucks. You ass chumps. No, you're all good. You had left a temple outside of the town of Old Heath in Dungeons and Dragons world. You had just cleared out the temple of some monsters, including a lich, which turned out to not be a lich, but a bunch of goblins in disguise. You currently have the head goblin, Goblin Joe, tied up as a prisoner, and you are also carrying the dead body of Altea Hollyleaf, a halfling girl from the town of Old Heath who came with you on her first adventure. She really wanted to be on an adventure, but gosh, she died.
Well, she got one.
Death was the ultimate adventure.
She sure got an adventure.
And you guys are just walking along. Let's begin the scene.
Boy, howdy, what an adventure.
That's not Omie's voice. Are you not doing Omie's voice anymore?
Boy, howdy, what an adventure.
My favorite part of that was how everything went according to plan.
Oh, hush. That's not fair to say. Poor little Altea.
I think my favorite part about this post rap that we're having is how flippant we've become with life.
Goblin Joe pipes up. It's like, yeah, you're seeing it from the goblin point of view now.
All right, I need you to stop talking.
Hey, man, okay, you make a good point.
Okay.
I'll be quiet.
Put your head back in the sack.
I don't like the sack.
Get back in the sack!
The sack smells bad.
Back in the sack!
He gets back in the sack.
There you go. All right, little buddy. So
Who's the little buddy?
you.
Oh, Goblin Joe.
The tiny goblin. I'm a large paladin.
Everyone is tiny.
Everyone.
That is true. Everyone's tiny to me. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go now.
We can't go back to the town.
Yeah, we gotta kind of break the news about a misfortune that happened
Yeah,
And-
I thought I was probably just gonna like leave town
before we broke the news.
Yeah, I don't.
Without telling them the truth?
I'm a wanderer, and
You wander round?
yeah.
Yeah?
On a steel horse I ride. Wanted.
Goblin Joe's like a steel horse. Sounds great. Oh, I'm in the bag. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a little more muffled, wouldn't it?
Oh, a steel horse.
There we
that
go.
sounds great.
Yeah,
oh,
let's get some
shit,
sound
sorry.
design
I'm in
in
the bag. I'll be quiet.
You're
Yeah,
just-
I don't really have any reason to go tell anybody about this.
But we're responsible for
because I
Altea.
was the one specifically who repeatedly said she should not come.
Well, you could break the news and tell them you were right. That's a thing you love to do.
I mean, you're right, but I'm also just comfortable with being right.
I guess you better hand over Altea's body then.
As you
I'd
speak-
forgotten I was holding it.
in character too. As you're saying this, you start to hear some strange pops and sparkles.
What's that?
Existence rips open above you.
Oh God.
Jesus.
There is a tear in the fabric of reality itself, and what lies inside of this tear is not just emptiness, but a sort of like negative space that freaks you out. You don't like it, and it's just above you. And wouldn't you know what would fall through this tear? But an enormous stone head.
But right on top of us?
Oh golly! But it opens its mouth right before it hits you.
Wait.
No, not again.
And you get ate up by this stone head, and as its stone mouth closes around you, you see through the slit of its teeth closing a second rip in reality open in the ground, and the head whooshes through, and now you're in a stone head. React.
What's the light situation?
That's a great question, Ruddy. Right now it is completely dark, and you are just sort of free falling in this head.
Is everyone here?
Yeah, it was a big bite that it took. Everyone, all three of you, and Goblin Joe.
I mean, I was calling roll.
Altea's body?
Oh yeah, Terok was holding it.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot I was holding it.
You're so strong.
I'm still
Is
holding
everybody
the body.
okay?
I mean, philosophically, no. This is a quandary at best, but physically, yes.
Oh, that's good to know. Ruddy?
Is the goblin here?
Oh, he's here. Yeah.
He's in the sack.
I mean,
I think he was just asking.
Who's holding the sack?
I am. I was dragging it, but now it's just floating behind me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, that's good.
I took the sack off, but you're still
Get
got
back
the
in the
rest.
Get
sack.
back in the sack,
No, it's
Joe.
just he's
No, get back in the sack.
Back in the
we
sack.
can let him out. We can let him out.
Ruddy.
We can let he's good now.
I wanted to see what happened, but now it's dark.
Yeah, see? Now we have a fourth person to talk to. How fun.
As you're saying this, you the gravity begins to return, and you all sort of come to a slow fall, and your feet meet stone. And as that does, a ring of torches about 30 feet above you in a ring all turn on, just poof, a little purple flame, which illuminates a large red stoned room with teeth
purple.
as one of the walls. And along the back wall of this large room are a number of Mayan-looking stone sculptures of human figures looking kind of like this.
Oh, okay.
I see.
That's some Mayan stuff right there. Okay.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
visual.
I'm amazed at how quickly and well you can draw.
If that ain't Mayan, I ain't lying. Guys, I don't want to blow your minds too much, but I think we're inside of the head.
You know, I've been here before. I've been eaten by golems before, and that's my best guess at what this is. So what we're probably going to need to do is find the large ruby that probably sustains this whole thing.
Okay.
Or there's maybe a kind of brain rock, which is
That sounds good.
likely protected by some kind of defensive slime.
Also, just real quick, we're going to put a pin in the whole you being eaten several times by golems, and we're going to wrap back around to that one later. So, whereabouts would we find a way to get there? Because right now all I'm seeing is teeth and more wall.
Yeah, I don't know. We could do the smart thing and stay together, or we could do the worst plan and split up.
Split up sounds good then.
Yeah, we would go splitting up.
Yeah. Let's
All right.
split up, gang.
Okay.
Cool. So
All right.
you two will go, and me and Goblin Joe will set off.
I'm going to leave the body here.
No, we can't leave her.
Why?
We were responsible for her death. We have to eventually get her back to her village.
I believe if we check the playback, I was not responsible for her death.
Then give her to me. I'll carry
All right,
her.
here, you tiny person. Carry
Omie
this one.
hefts the body of this halfling girl on top of her pack, which is already huge and burgeoning.
Oh, man. Burgeoning.
It's so like
Like a-
she
like a-
she
like a-
her pack is so high that the body's just like sitting on top of her bedroll. Like she can't. It doesn't even touch her body.
Oh, man.
But the body's just like draped down on either side.
It's almost like the weight of her death is physically on her.
Way to be.
Weighing you down,
Yeah.
even now. As
Way
you,
to be on the nose.
as you
Mine's
all
out of character.
as you all are bickering, an enormous voice, a thundering ass, ear-splitting voice, reverberates throughout the chamber.
Hello, adventurers! I'm glad you're all safe in my mouth.
Could you quiet a little? I have large ears. And that is very loud.
Oh, sorry!
Nope, it's still too
No,
loud.
that's-
A little down.
Very loud.
A little down.
As you say that, one of the stone statues lining the back of this room breaks from the wall and begins moving. Every step, a bunch of dust coming out, and it walks up to you and says in a more normal voice, "Hey, these are what. Sorry about not inhabiting one of my smaller forms. My name is Olmec. I'm a stonehead.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah, no, nice to meet you guys. What's up?
Hi. Yeah, I'm not usually too friendly with people who kidnap me.
Can you drop us off at the town?
Okay, now that you say that, I can see why you would think this is a kidnapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like here against our will.
Yeah,
It's a
we were
little
like-
scary.
It was
Yeah.
dark too.
We were standing around until you
We
ate
were-
us.
Yeah, we were fine.
You physically took us.
Yeah.
We didn't need any help.
I didn't give any permission to touch my body.
Now that you say this all again, I don't even see how I could have thought it wasn't kidnapping. I feel really bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
sweetie.
swear, you guys, I'm gonna lay some heavy shit on you, and you're gonna know why I did it.
Wait, you kidnapped us and you're gonna make us feel bad?
Yeah.
Well, I could. Do you like being a hero? So, oh, by the way, what's your name, sir?
Ruddy.
Ruddy.
Yeah.
You like being a hero, right?
I mean, I was looking to be done with it. I've been doing the heroing thing for a while.
I got a grand final adventure for you if you're looking for that. It's really gonna be a capper. It's gonna be the capstone. Put it on top of there.
Just fair question, like, can I say no?
Good question. No.
Excuse
Okay.
me,
Okay, this is leading really
Mr.
heavily into
Olmec.
the kidnapping.
I have a question.
Yes. What was your name, Miss?
My name is Omie.
Omie.
Omie
Nice
Heck.
to meet you.
Oh, you guys, are you related?
Olmec and Omie Heck? No.
I mean, they sound
Do I
very
look like my
similar.
head is made of stone?
You think
Don't
Gwynn
answer that
being
question.
really rude to the stone man.
Olmec,
He kidnapped us.
if I may, can you return us to the town?
Okay, you're asking a lot about getting returned to the town. No. I think it's time to lay some, I think you call it in your world, exposition on you.
Sure, we don't need to know my name. That's fine. I'm just over here.
Olmec, may I present Terok Nor?
Thank you. Enchanté.
Hello, Terok.
Hello.
Now,
it's
can
a pleasure
we please
to meet
get
you,
down to
kidnapper.
Yeah, okay. I think the best thing to do would be to show you. And as he says this, the stone statue sort of puts both feet, plants him down on the ground. I mean, he just takes a wider stance. And his eyes sort of glow purple. And the middle of the floor opens up a bit, about a 5x5 a gap in the floor opens, and you can see a purple glow coming from beneath, and up comes a raised little table area. And from that, a little hologram. You don't know what a hologram is, but it's a hologram. It's light beaming from the table, making a three-dimensional image in the air. And it is of your world, Faerun. And he says, okay, so here's the thing you got to know about this world. It's your world, right? You all know that. So here's the thing about this world. It's part of a larger galaxy, which is in turn part of a larger universe, which is in turn part of just a whole plane of existence. You're made up. You're fictional. You're not real.
Excuse me.
You're being really rude right now.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I kind of exist outside of time and am a god of sorts. So I'm not really that used to
By
interacting.
Elohim's robe, we have been so polite to you, even though you kidnapped us and you are keeping us here in your mouth without our permission. We have been so nice. I even introduced you to Terok.
Yeah, and I've talked to a lot of gods, and I don't understand why you think you're more real than anybody else.
Well, here's the deal. And he sort of pulls back. He pulls, the hologram pulls back. It goes to a galaxy view, it goes to a universe view, it goes to a plane view. And you see it's just sort of a disc of essence in the nothingness that you saw when reality opened up and he ate you. And he's like, okay, so this is where you're from. Let's pull back a little more. And he pulls back and you see a bunch, at first it's only a few, one or two other discs appearing. And as he pulls back further and further, there are dozens, hundreds, thousands of these discs, like stars in the sky. And he's like, okay, so, Omie, I see you have your hand up.
I'm getting motion sickness. I think I might throw up. Can I use this corner over here? Where in your mouth is best to throw up?
Oh,
this is great.
I'm so sorry.
no problem.
This is just a lot to take in.
And he sort of snaps his stony fingers. It makes a big clonk, and a bunch of dust comes out of his hand. And a little wastebasket rises up out of the floor right next to you.
Oh, this is happening.
Wow.
I think I'm all right now. I'm sorry. Please continue.
I mean, is there any more questions so far?
No, I'm not nauseous. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've seen a lot of magic tricks before, so I guess I'd give this a 3.
You know, I'm going to let that slide because I understand that I did kidnap you. That was tactless of me. I get that.
I'm also not, like, really buying most of this.
That's, you know.
Olmec, do you have any water?
Oh, of course. And he sort of looks into there's a doorway going to another room. He looks into that and he snaps another set of his stony fingers. And a even smaller, sort of like halfling-sized stone avatar of him walks in with a platter that has water and what's a food that you would like to eat at this moment, Omie, if any?
Oh, just some plain bread, I think, is the best.
Water and plain bread.
Yes. Thank you so much.
As opposed to that fancy bread.
And he's like, okay, so...
Oh, yes.
Wait, so both of those are you?
Well, I'm sort of... I am...
All the beings inside him are him.
Yeah, all I can, inhabit any of the stone forms of me inside of me. I am the head. That's me. But I was too loud when I was like that.
It's like in
That was true.
Krull, when she's wandering around inside his carapace, but he was also inside his carapace.
It's exactly like Krull.
Oh,
Alright.
I get it completely now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no exposition needed.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry to keep interrupting you. Please continue.
No, it's okay.
I mean, keep lying, I guess. All right.
Anyway, so these are all universes which sort of exist but don't. It's hard to explain. They are all real, but they're all fictional. You see, they're not realities such as you would understand it. And he pulls back even further so that thousands of dots...
Oh, man.
You should probably take that corpse off of your shoulders before you throw up again.
Yeah.
We don't need her falling into the vomit.
You're right, I should.
Man, she's doing some really good Foley work over there.
Yep. That's gonna really come out good on the old recording.
Man.
Anyway,
Let me walk over and help you. Ching, 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 ching. There you go.
Cody, why don't you do some Tim Allen grunts? There's a good one.
Yeah.
We're all doing Foley. It's a Foley-based podcast.
We're all horses now, too, as we clop around.
Oh, God. We're not going to My Little Pony
All right,
universe yet.
so we've zoomed out even further.
Even further. And these thousands of dots have become basically like a film of white. It's no longer stars anymore. It's just all the light from all these discs are bleeding into each other. It becomes a sheen of pure white. And he goes even further and even further and even further until consuming all of them is a sort of ultra disc. And he's like, this one is the real world. This is where I come from. I come from there. And here's the deal. So you got all these universes contained within reality, all these fictional universes. And the reason I got you all, I guess I should say kidnapped, I was thinking it would be a fun time with a kooky crew. But, now that you mention it, it is kidnapping. And I brought you all here because these fictional universes are supposed to stay intact. And they're not.
What?
Wait! I got two real quick points. One's a statement. One's a follow-up question.
Of course.
First, a statement. I don't like your tone. Follow-up question is why are we supposed to believe any of this?
Well,
we have warlocks, back where we're from, that can do all of what you're doing right now. I don't understand why I'm supposed to stand here just because I'm inside your mouth and believe everything you say.
And how do we know we're not real? You're saying we're not real.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
And I also,
how can
again,
you prove that?
going back to your tone, also, I understand the concept of things being real and not real at the same time. Thank you.
I mean, if there's so many universes, why'd you pick us?
I can answer all your questions at the same time.
Can you do mine first, though?
Sure.
Okay.
And could you also make the tone a little better?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. My tone. I'm really sorry. I don't interact much with other people. I kind of just exist outside of time.
Yeah.
And I understand that I'm not. I'm not doing the best interpersonal communications that I can. Right. But I gotta say that I'm really trying here. Okay. I'm trying.
It's a process. You have to socialize yourself on purpose. Right. You have to spend time with other people.
Guys, he's winning me over.
Not with just different versions of yourself inside of your own mouth.
Well, I mean, that's just how I am.
Maybe if you
that's how I came into being.
Maybe if you didn't lead with "you don't exist," you might make more friends.
Okay, here's my answer though.
My question first, though.
Your question first. Why did I pick your universe? Because your universe, I don't know what it is exactly about it. Because here's the thing: when I'm outside of these universes, I don't know what they are. But your universe, more than any, is extremely malleable. And seems to change the rules of magic, of physics, of just the nature of what is true and what isn't, sort of changes with a regularity and at ease that I have not seen anywhere else. Like, for example, you guys, so you probably remember, like, in pretty good detail what you did, like, the last day or so, like, the last quest you did. But, like, everything before that, you kind of just have a generalized backstory of it in your mind, right? It's like waking up from a dream where you know what happened, but not exactly. Am I right?
Yeah. This is how memory works.
Yeah. I spent some time in a cave.
Are you saying that wasn't real?
It was real, but it was also fictional.
Look. I'm going back to my original point. Just because your lies are pretty doesn't mean I'm taking them to prom. I don't understand why I'm supposed to believe anything you're saying.
Well, I guess you don't have to believe it until you go on your first mission.
I'm sorry?
Oh, yeah, so the worlds are breaking down, you see. And
allegedly.
Yeah, I'll go with that. The worlds are allegedly breaking down. And they're sort of threatening to merge with one another, cause a lot of chaos, and, the end disaster that we're all going to have to deal with is that they pierce the veil of reality and end all existence as we know it. Because here's the thing, you guys. When stuff from one universe goes into another universe, it tends to not like it. It tries to adapt to the new place it's in, to the new rules, to the new laws of physics, and they kind of break in a real bad way. And why I picked you guys is because your universe is so malleable and weird and changeable that you, as far as I've seen in my travels, are the only kind of people who can go to all these different places and not just die.
Wait. So you're not only kidnapping us, but you're exporting our kidnapping?
Is that what's happening here?
Exporting kidnapping?
So you're saying you're not going to send us home?
Well, your home wouldn't last very much longer as it is. As I said, it is very malleable and changeable, and as such, the barriers between it are kind of really weak. And let's zoom back in. Omie, you may want to close your eyes for this. And the speed of this zoom is crazy because it's going from the entire span of reality just to D&D world. And he's like, now here's one that I've been looking at for a while. Looks pretty stable. The disc looks like a nice disc, and he takes his big stone finger and swipes like an iPad over to your universe. He's like, now look here, look at the edges. See how they're kind of frayed? They're kind of frayed. There's your trouble. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. That's the kind of thing I'm trying to prevent.
Our world is falling apart?
Yes, but here's the thing, and here's why I thought you guys would be so excited from this opportunity. You're the only ones who can save it, and all of reality. And he sort of looks at you expectantly.
We're like, well, I came in skeptical, and I'm convinced.
Well, I'll ask this, Olmec. If we complete these tasks that you are giving us, we will save our worlds, and then you will send us home? Because I have a young girl's body I have to return to her family.
Oh my god, yes, of course. I should have led with that. Yes, you'll be allowed to go home when it is safe for the entire universe to be around.
You're not going to let us leave anyway, are you?
No.
All right.
Well, all right, I guess we have no choice. Terok?
I guess I'll go along with it because I have to, but I don't trust any of it.
Yeah, I realized that I have no proof. I have my nice video, and that's what we call these sort of moving images. We call it a video. Mm-hmm. I know you're Knowledge Paladin. That's something you might want to know because some of these places are in the future from what you're used to.
Oh my goodness!
They're gonna have TVs and stuff. Again, TVs.
What's a TV?
We can get into that later.
Let's not talk about it.
Put a pin in TVs. Shouldn't have said TVs.
That's fair.
Anyway, you guys are probably tired. Why don't you just take a night? I got rooms for you, and then tomorrow morning we'll tuck right into that first adventure. By the way, did you have a fourth guy with you when you guys got here?
Yeah, there was a goblin. Where he's where is he?
You let him out of the sack.
No,
he ran away.
He can't breathe in there.
Joe, are you here?
No, yeah, I can feel him. He's really rooting deep in my circuits. He's in there good.
I told you not to let him out of that sack.
Can you talk to him?
I'm gonna have to do whole head.
That's all right, guys. Cover your ears. Whole head's happening.
He says
Goblin, where you at? What are you doing?
He sort of pauses, and he's like, okay, yeah, he's gonna escape when we go to the first mission.
He was just really open
about it. You're gonna let him go, but we have to stay?
Well, he's gonna be trapped in a very fucked up place compared to what he knows.
Oh, like in your ear canal?
No, he's not gonna go back to where he's used to.
Oh. All right. Why were we holding on to him in the first place?
He was a prisoner, and then I kind of took a liking to him.
But we took all his gold, right? So we've got a lot of gold, right?
Yeah.
I'm really starting to not trust you as a person.
Olmec, are we going to have to worry about currency exchange?
Well, here's the thing. You know how I said that things that go into different universes tend to adapt to the universe they're in? Yeah, it's going to become legal tender wherever you go. It was legal tender when it showed up.
And one more question. before you drop us in our next world, are you going to fully equip us with anything to give us an advantage for whatever we're about to face? Since you're making us do this?
Well, I was looking into you guys, seeing what you were up to. I was trying to find some folks in your universe that looked like they could handle themselves. And I saw you clear out this entire temple full of monsters. So I feel like you guys are pretty well equipped as is. I mean, I got no armaments in my head.
Do our lodgings for the evening include food?
Oh, of course. I can make food.
Aside from the bread and water, of course.
Yeah. Any food you want.
That was just to settle my stomach. Well, I guess we are in an accord.
Awesome. I'll see you this morning. Well, I guess morning's a relative concept because we're in the dark abyss of non-reality.
Well, I appreciate you clarifying that, Omec.
Yeah, well, I'll see you later. And y'all go to your rooms. You each got a nice, well-furnished room with a nice feather bed, a writing desk, a little lamp that you can turn on and off, the purple flame. It's beautiful.
I love purple.
Well, I go to sleep.
Yeah. Cut to next day. Y'all wake up. Y'all go to Olmec's big main room. And he explains that this is going to be your first mission. He's not exactly sure where you're going. He's not exactly sure what the problem is. But this universe is hugely in danger of ripping apart and spilling over all the neighboring universes, which would be bad. So he explains to you, so you guys, I'm in character now. So you guys, you're going to have to figure out what it is that's the problem. You're going to have to fix the problem or at least remove it. Maybe, I don't know how that's going to be. If it's like an object, if it's some person that's causing the problem, you can just bring him to me and I'll take him to outside of reality and then they can't harm anybody.
So you don't know what's causing the problem?
No, but it's going to be pretty obvious if it's making this much interference on my little screen.
Are there any patterns we should look for that you've noticed?
If you see anything about reality breaking down, the fabric of space and time ripping, that
like
kind of thing.
Like when you made your entrance and swallowed us whole?
Yeah, but I do it in the good way.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, since you're very powerful, can't you just solve these on your own?
I'm a huge head. People get really fucking scared when they see me.
Word.
Yeah, that is true. We were scared.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to. And if you ever need any, here's what I should give you. And he out of the floor pops a little pedestal with 3 little stone bracelets. Like, you pop one of these little buddies on, you pop this button, you can get in contact with me. But don't do it too much because Tom doesn't want to talk as Olmec all the time.
So you're saying we should only do it when we're absolutely sure we have the item or person that we need to get out of that world?
Yo, that's a way better way of putting it, Omie.
You're welcome.
See, I'm already learning so much about interpersonal communication.
Olmec, I'm really proud of you. You've come a long way in 24 hours, or however way we do time.
Terek, do you share their improved view of Olmec?
No, I'm not as susceptible to Stockholm syndrome.
Touche.
Especially that one right over there.
I'm convinced.
He bought it immediately. He bought a townhouse there.
I bought it.
He just seems nice.
You think that about everyone, including literally the goblin who's escaping the minute we get somewhere.
He was also a nice goblin.
I don't want to be racist, but there's no such thing.
I don't be racist, but this entire race is garbage.
That's not me. That's just Dungeons and Dragons, my friend.
I didn't like the goblin when he was hurting us, but post hurting us, yeah, he was better. He was better.
Let's just get this started.
I slapped a bracelet on.
Me too.
Well, I do it first. I'm so eager to get that thing on my wrist.
Goodness. I put it on.
I put mine in my bag.
Olmec sees you do that, and it's like, that works too. It's fine. You don't need to actually be wearing it. And guys, try. You can take them off now if you think they're gonna become evil bracelets and be untake-offable. I want to remove all doubt.
I feel like now this is just reverse psychology.
I feel like that's like a magician trick when they're like,
yeah.
Take a look at it, make sure it's a completely normal bag.
You know what?
And then he does something really messed up with it.
I'm just actually going to leave my bracelet here. You guys can call in when we get it.
Yeah, okay. I understand. You're a knowledge paladin. You know a lot about empiricalness. Talking is not my strong suit, which is weird because I have podcasts that I host.
Terek, Omie slowly kind of reaches tentatively toward the third bracelet. Terek, if you don't mind, may I take the third bracelet?
Sure.
She takes it and reaches up to her pack and slips it onto the dead girl's ankle, which she has now stored. Instead of just putting it on top of her pack, she's taken out her bedroll and has rolled up the body burrito style. So all you see is the top of her head on one side and her feet sticking out the other side, and it's strapped onto her back now.
Wait, how'd she get it on the arm?
She put it on her ankle.
Oh my god!
This is
Olmec
gross.
sees you do that, and it's like, oh my god! Do you have that girl's? Do you need a stasis chamber to keep her body
Wouldn't that be
from
even
rotting?
heavier?
We would prefer you just drop her off.
Keep her. I can keep her in here.
Can't we just take her home?
Yes, but
So you will
the
keep
flow
her
of the
here
story.
safely,
Yeah.
and not let her rot.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
she'll
of
be
course.
fresh dead when we return her to her family, as if nothing's happened.
Yeah, it won't be. She won't be all gross and maggoty, and also she's gonna stay in that bedroll in a couple of days. I tell you.
Well, I'm just trying to do the right thing.
I understand.
All right.
And that's why I love you guys. And he rises from the floor, a stone bed, and then a little glass shell.
All right.
Comes up from it.
Omie unpacks the bedroll and rolls it out. The
getting
corpse
very Snow
rolls
White.
across the floor a few times,
no!
and then she picks it up and puts it in the stasis chamber.
Don't know. You didn't just put her in there straight away, but that's fine, Omie.
I thought that's what you wanted.
Yeah, but why'd you roll her on the floor?
I had to unroll her out of the bedroll.
She was really in there.
She was wrapped up like
wow.
a burrito.
Oh, okay.
What's a burrito?
I don't know, but they're delicious. She rolls her bedroll back up
Olmec
and
says,
straps it onto her.
I actually know what a
backpack.
burrito is, and this might be something that could solve the how do I know to trust you problem. Burrito is this nice dish. It's made with a round flat bread called a tortilla, and you fill it out with the nicest things. You maybe put some rice in there, maybe put some beans. You don't have to though. You put some meat, maybe some sautéed vegetables, spice them up good, and it's any kind of thing you want. Mix them all up, and then you take that tortilla, that round flat bread, and you kind of smush it together, cover up all the ingredients into this tube that you can touch with your hand because it's bread, you see, and it won't get the insides on your hand. That's a burrito.
I thought it was just a small donkey.
Why does being able to describe a food item mean that I should trust you more? I'm really not following that train of logic there. I think you derailed it somewhere.
I'm further convinced by the food description.
You're further convinced by
would be.
anything.
So not only that,
be.
but I walk over and I get the second bracelet and put it on my other wrist because I'm all in twice.
So you took it off the dead girl's ankle and put it on your other wrist.
yeah.
Okay.
And as he does that, the stasis chamber's glass shell top closes, and it fills with this restorative mist.
I swear I will come back for you, Altea.
And then maybe the next leap will be the one back home.
How dare you? I shouldn't have said that in character. How fucking dare you?
And we're off. Drip through reality. Kablamo. You feel a jerk as the stone head makes landfall on real land and not the milky abyss of unreality. And the teeth open to reveal a garbage-strewn, lightly wooded on the side street of a large city. You look about. It's nighttime. There are street lights, modern street lights illuminating the street, and to the side of you is a large, nondescript square building.
Book Paladin, what's your read on this?
My read is that I'm a knowledge paladin, and also I have a name.
It's Terek.
Oh,
You should call him by his name.
okay. What's your read on this? Terek.
I love the absolute the fucking absence of any team unity.
We'll get there. We're gonna get there.
Well, looking
The
around,
open contempt.
it looks like a lot of garbage, a light wooded area on the side, and a nondescript square building.
Also,
see.
Derek, probably something to note is that as you can see if you look in the distance, you will see a fucking modern city skyline of huge, enormous buildings that shine with little panes of light, which I can't imagine you've seen.
In the distance is a weird town.
Is there tossed salad or scrambled eggs anywhere here?
if I was going to do Frasier, oh my God, I would give it a better intro than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you said a city skyline, and I was like, and then I thought of the Frasier.
There's no
icon.
goddamned Space Needle.
Man. Yeah, they're also like, there's not like a wooded area out on the outskirts of
I've
Seattle.
never been to the Pacific Northwest.
When I say wooded, I mean like there's a couple of like the street is lined with some crappy little trees coming out of the pavement.
So we're like full on urban.
The
This is
balls
the
it would
city.
take to start with Frasier.
No, I believe it. I believe the balls it would take, and that's why.
My guess is it Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow?
It is not.
All right.
Also, listener, we don't fill out character sheets until our cast can guess where they are. Also, you haven't left the mouth yet. Maybe that'll help you figure it out.
Let's
I
get
walk out of the mouth.
I also walk out of
I
the mouth.
follow.
Okay.
I'm sorry I called you a book paladin. That was really rude.
That was very weird, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Well, kumbaya, let's go.
As you leave the head, you all notice that your clothes have become different. You are now all wearing black suits with white shirts and black ties.
Matrix.
Not quite, Cody. You're closer.
Is it
Reservoir Dogs?
Nope.
Ooh.
You also notice that
Is it Tarantino derived?
No.
Okay.
You also notice that the building next to you is like the Battery Park Power Reclamation Plant. Or what? I don't know what the name of this building is called.
The Book of Mormon.
No.
Oh, man.
What has my pack turned into?
Your pack has
A smart satchel.
turned into a chrome and blue light heavy teeny tiny backpack, comically small, like the size of playing cards on your back.
But all my possessions are still inside
Blade
it.
Runner.
Yep, not quite, Cody. And
What has my hammer turned into?
your hammer has turned into that's a fucking great question. We can get into that when we do the character sheets.
Dandy notebook.
My special clothes are still present underneath my new clothes, correct?
Oh yeah.
Correct. Okay, great. I need to make sure they protect me.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Omie steps out, realizes she's in new clothes, and instantly is like,
Make sure she's got her magic
checks
underwear.
right under the shirt
That was a good visual for the
Thank
audio
you.
podcast.
Sorry,
I think
sorry to the listeners.
I think I know.
Where are we, Joe?
This is Men in Black shit.
Yes!
We
are Men in Black.
What that stand for? Men in Black. What that stand for? Men in Black. What that stand for? Men in Black.
Hey y'all, so here's where we went ahead and adapted Terok, Omie, and Ruddy's D&D character sheets into the Men in Black role-playing game system. A real game which actually exists somehow. So we went ahead and adapted all their weapons, all their D&D skills and spells into crazy chrome retro futuristic sci-fi Men in Black shit. The Men in Black system, unlike D&D, only uses 6-sided dice for every roll, and the character's stats determine the number of dice that they roll when they try to do stuff that use those abilities. Like, say, Omie, she wants to punch someone. She's really good at punching. She's going to roll 6 dice. That's a ton of dice. She's going to get a high number. Meanwhile, if Terok wanted to charm someone with his garbage charisma, he's bad. He's bad as shit. He's only going to roll 1 die. Probably the best and most exciting feature of this system is the wild die mechanic. Now, what this is that any time dice are rolled, ever, one of those 6-sided dice is designated beforehand as the wild die. If you roll 2 to 5 on the wild die, nothing happens. It's totally normal. It's a normal die. If you roll a 6 on the wild die, you keep that number, the 6, in your total, and then you roll the wild die again and add that. And if you roll another 6, buddy, you better believe you keep rolling it and you keep adding. It's good. But if you roll a 1 on the wild die, no matter what your total is, no matter whether you succeed or fail at what you're trying to do, you fuck up in a bad way somehow. It's very fun. If you want to see how we handled the adaptation to this new system on like a deeper, more mechanical level, go ahead and donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/ShuffleQuestPodcast, and you can get that as a bonus episode. Anyway, back to the show.
That stand for man in black.
The scene opens. We're back. We've just created characters for our rather Men in Black characters for our cast. They've noticed that all of their equipment has been replaced with shiny chrome sci-fi looking versions thereof. Terek's ability to cast spells and his compendium of knowledge is now a fucking iPad made by the Appelian race from Appel 15. I don't know.
Your disdain and love for the source material simultaneously is amazing.
It's really cute.
I mean, you don't really understand Appel 15 until you've seen Appel 1 through 14.
Yeah. Yeah, the real alien race that created the iPads that we know now are their fucking baby versions that were obsolete 2 decades ago.
Blind baby version.
Blind babies. Yeah, what Terek's got now is top of the line on Appel 15. It can create low levels of matter and energy. You've also got a whacking stick called the snooze button that can inject a sedative, put people to sleep. Omie. Omie, you got science-al. Chrome knuckles.
Oh my god, I'm so excited about them.
Each knuckle has some fucking like sci-fi bubbling juice inside of it, and if you hit all 4 of them onto an opponent, it creates for an instant a little singularity that causes great damage to them. And Ruddy, you got a gun.
And it's chrome.
Yeah.
It's the chromiest gun.
You're a D&D fighter, so you just have a gun now.
Well, and also stim packs, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
For my second wind. Okay.
I also
Yeah.
have a healing gun instead of all my first aid bandages.
Correcto. What's that
And-
called?
It's a biolytic degausser.
Awesome.
And I also have light armament
Light armament with
napalmic darts.
Napalmite. It's a sci-fi derivative of napalm.
Oh my god. It shortens to lawn darts.
Yeah.
I also have an alien matter detector, which I'm not quite sure how that works, considering I think we're all carrying alien matter.
It just does.
All right.
Right on. I like it.
It's just sci-fi. You know how it is.
I also
Stuff
have a
just works.
talking pug.
No, you might run into
Please
those.
tell us we run into a talking bug.
If you really want to, you could find out.
I'd prefer a talking corgi.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I vote that. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
I've never wanted more anything in my life. Oh, my God.
Oh my
Their
goodness.
stupid little legs.
Oh my goodness.
As,
Omie would just carry it everywhere.
We can't kidnap more things when we're being kidnapped.
I disagree. I think we can.
Then we send the corgi on a mission. It's the cycle.
It will go happily.
You understand, corgi, that your world is not real.
so
You are not real.
you guys notice that all your shit has changed. It looks like something you've never seen before, and yet you just sort of get it. React.
I look
How
down.
would these characters feel?
I look down at my giant gun, and I immediately take it apart and start cleaning it.
Omie is shocked. She checks under her new clothes to make sure everything's fine. That will sound weird, but it'll be explained later.
Yes.
And also checks the chain around her neck. Everything's fine.
It's that remains unchanged.
She takes out her knucks and just starts weeping with happiness.
Terek, what do you think?
I'm playing Angry Birds on the iPad.
Yeah.
And winning, crushing it.
Oh, yeah.
Crushing it
What else would I be doing? I didn't say I'm failing at Angry Birds on the iPad. No.
As you're doing this, out angrily struts out of this nondescript building to the side of you, and in a huff is an angry, short, gray hair and a tight bun older woman with dark sunglasses and a black suit, white shirt, and black tie, who's shuffling out in a huff, looks very peeved, steamed, honked off.
Angry, maybe?
Angry.
I don't think honked off is at all
Yeah.
the term.
I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying this thesaurus trip. But
Honked off.
And she's huffing out, and she looks at the 3 of you and just stops in her tracks and goes back up to you and says, "What the fuck are you 3 doing standing out here looking for all the world like a bunch of true chumps when we have a galaxy-ending crisis going on?" I realize as I say that we've always have a galaxy-ending crisis going on at the Men in Black. What are you guys doing? Just standing here.
What is it you need us to do? Where are we supposed to be?
What is it you need? What are you? I'm not your fucking supervisor. You shouldn't be standing here doing nothing. Do you have a mission right now? What is your assignment?
Who is our supervisor?
Who is your Agent L, you idiot?
Oh, okay. We knew that.
I just want to be clear, I'm
he's
not
inside
with
the
these
building.
people.
Is he on duty inside the building right now?
Yeah, where's Agent L right now?
Did you get drunk on space wine or some
had a
shit?
long weekend. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I got alien drunk
I just
on
got
space wine.
transferred.
Oh, you had a long weekend while I've been dealing with the fucking Settians trying to destroy the galaxy. Thanks. I'm glad you had a relax.
Ma'am,
For not being our supervisor, you are really making a lot of demands of us.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. We got off on the wrong foot. I'm O. This is R.
It's my first day.
And we just want to go where we need to be. So if L is inside the building, can you just point us in his direction?
Yes, he's inside the building. Go in there. Go down the secret elevator. Mm-hmm. How did you get the outfits? How did you get the chrome? You sitting on chrome like you know what you're talking about. Go in there now and get your assignment.
She's easily confused.
Thank you.
He's new, and I'm the jaded old pro. So
we're two of two minds. Not two minds. That's not how.
One mind.
We're of one mind, aren't we?
Are you drunk on alien space wine?
We are the exact number of brains we should be.
Or are we?
Man, this weekend has been, stressful as all hell. We've had aliens threatening to destroy the galaxy every fucking week that I've been here, and I've been here for decades, but the Settians are just something else.
Sounds like a Thursday.
I know, isn't it just?
Yeah, right.
God, I know, you're a veteran. These two chumps pointing at O and R. First day, I could tell before he even said it was his first day.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, T, take them to see L. Come on.
No worries at all. All right, come on, guys.
Yes, herd these chumps.
Yeah, come on,
Thank you,
chumps.
ma'am.
Right.
She gives you like a look like, hey. I don't know if I like that. But then she gives you a little smirk and runs away.
Hey.
Yeah.
Keep it in the stratosphere.
Jesus Christ.
She gives you a point like that old chestnut.
Yeah.
And then she's off.
All right. Come on, guys. Let's get in there before you all make more fools of us.
I follow T.
I follow, yes.
So you enter this big building, and there's a huge room with some random guy sitting on a chair reading a magazine. There's these big spinning fans. You've seen Men in Black. It's that room where they go to the headquarters.
Yeah, right on.
And
It's just like the movie.
Yeah. And you find whatever mechanism it is that creates the elevator. I was going to rewatch the movie, but then I was like, fuck it. So I don't know how the elevator works, but you find it. You just know.
I think it's controlled by the guy at the front desk, isn't it?
No, he just kind of nods at you as you walk in and out.
I just always assumed it was controlled by him. All right.
So as a knowledge paladin, you just kind of know.
Yeah, we just know. Yeah. Even if I can't figure it out, I'll use the iPad to hack it.
Yeah. So you go up to the. Let's just say there's a magic panel on the wall that you press, and the elevator comes, and you get on it, and you're descending. And as you do, you see open up below you this vista of black suited fellas walking all around, all huffing and puffing. With
Wait,
gross,
did we just ride on an elevator?
Yeah. With gross aliens everywhere.
I'm
big
sorry,
screens.
everybody.
Screens with videos that you just learned what a video was. What? React.
I mean, she's vomiting again. We're just watching her
That was
vomit
just
in
the
this.
elevator. I'm so sorry.
I'm playing Angry Birds on the iPad.
So Ruddy's the only one who's seeing this view of all these aliens. Ruddy's the only one paying attention.
Like, what am I supposed to be shocked by the screens when I'm holding one? Like,
That's fair.
yeah.
Ruddy, what do you think?
It's just like a real shiny castle.
It's just like the castles you know back home.
But shinier.
Shine it up.
Yeah.
This isn't like every golem head he's inside of.
Yeah, it's like it's like a house made out of what my gun's made out of. It
Yeah.
rules.
So what were your thoughts after taking apart the gun and cleaning it?
It was just like, seems pretty standard.
Pretty clean gun.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean gun. Like, even though I just got it, it's well maintained.
Look, it's his first day.
So you reach the bottom of this elevator ride, and the elevator opens, and you have the whole floor open to you. A bunch of hustle and bustle, people going this way and that. Lots of screens that are going alert, alert with countdowns and whatnot.
I step in front of a dude who's walking. Hey, where's L?
L, oh my god. He is over in his office, I think, and if he's not there, then he's probably talking with I, but I think he's busy right now. So if you just check through the door, he might be there. Anyway, I gotta go because the world's gonna end. Sorry, bye.
All right, real quick, because he just moved offices. Where's L's new office?
Oh gosh, it's right up those stairs and 2 doors down.
All right, good. I just want to make sure you knew. All right,
Yeah.
thanks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, go.
Testing
I don't know
me,
why you're
like,
still talking.
You're
All right,
my
keep going. Yeah,
supervisor.
right. Yep. Come on. Hey, keep it in the stratosphere.
No one says that anymore.
Shut up, man. Get out of here. You're really cheesing me off.
We say honked off and then in black. Don't you know the latest slang?
No.
My God.
I'm an old jaded pro.
You look about like 25.
I'm pretty sure I'm in my 30s, but I don't know.
Well, you look good for your age.
Well, thank you very much. I thought you had a lot of things you were taking care of right now, not hitting on me.
Yeah, well, you gotta balance things in your life. You can't let everything be about the Settians trying to blow you up.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Well, you know what? Keep it in the stratosphere.
Again, all
I'm already walking
lost.
away. Goodbye.
Terek, do you think this guy L has any water?
I don't know if they have water in where we are.
Oh my lord.
As you say this, you see a bunch of goblins walk up and be like, "Hey, we got water. You need water?"
Wait, are they actual goblins?
They look exactly like goblins.
No, don't take it from
I
them.
don't
No, thank
think
you.
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you very much for offering.
Do you? I'll
It's
take.
bottled water. It's got a seal.
I'll take it.
okay.
Then it's sealed.
I'll drink it.
Yeah,
I'll drink
don't
it.
you? Yeah, they put it in a bottle and then they put this top on. What? You have chrome stuff all over you. You're confused by a bottle.
I'll thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Just take it. Let's just
Can I have one too?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Here you
You
go.
Thank you.
Do you work here?
No, we're refugees from the planet Hobgob.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm already leaving.
All right,
Goodbye.
all right, let's find this place. So we go upstairs and 2 doors down? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, just say you go to his office.
We go to his office.
Just like
Yeah.
kryptonite.
Yes, we go.
Tarek knocks on the door frame, leans in. Hey, Al, how's it going?
He says, "How's it going? Oh my God! Did you not see the alerts? Did you not?
Yeah,
see
no, we
the
already
alerts?
got. Yeah.
the
What do you need us to
Settians.
do?
Oh my God! You 3 are the saddest. The
All
saddest.
right, yeah.
sex.
Can we skip past the whole weird power dynamic and just get
Okay,
right into it? Thanks.
fine. Fucking Bill didn't show up for his meeting. He's unaccounted
Sorry,
for.
Agent Bill.
No, Bill Lawrence Obb, an alien.
Oh,
you
okay.
idiot!
Sorry.
He didn't show
Hey.
up for his latest check-in. He's not on the grid. We need to find out if he's okay. If he's trying to break the law. I mean, it's a standard milk run. You got to find the missing alien. It's like, have you been here before?
Yeah. You're literally telling us this information, right? Like, how I don't know how else I was supposed to.
Do
get
you
this.
do you have his photo, his staff photo, so we know what he looks like?
Yeah, he's deployed.
Not that I know what a photo is. Whoops.
Good enough.
Oh, she just had a stroke.
Do you have a portrait of this fine young
You
individual?
have a chalk etching.
He says, yeah, he's deployed, so he kind of looks like a
mosaic.
blob. It kind of like this gross purple blob. But these
I
love
love purple.
we put we gave him the standard issue Ploid accessories that to make him look human. Here's and he just clicks on his computer a little bit, and prints out a printout on his printer. There's a paper jam because even in the future, it's a printer. But he finally gets it out and he shows it to you. And these accoutrements are just like a human head on a stick, hands on a stick, legs on a stick, and a big, huge, baggy, long overcoat. He's like, yeah, the Ploids, they kind of stick this into them and they look human. You've met Bill before, right?
Yes.
Of course we have.
I have not.
Oh, well, he's a real sack of shit like all the Ploids.
All right.
Anyway, you just got... just to get out of our hair while we deal with the Settians is go and find Bill. I think he hung out a lot with Alva. If you want to get in contact with her.
Okay. Do you know where we'd find Alva now?
I think she and Bill would meet a lot at the diner. It's a diner just called Diner. There's no name.
Okay, they're diner. Cool.
Just Diner.
All right, thanks.
You know the one.
All right, thank you. All right, hey, stay in the stratosphere.
He's like, why does no one say that anymore? That was the best phrase.
Yeah, that's great.
Instantly, you are chums.
I think it's great.
That used to be everything every day, keeping in the stratosphere.
I'm already walking away. Goodbye.
Oh god.
All right, so
I have 3 confidence, no charisma.
Yeah.
So I'm
And yet you're the face of the group.
Fantastic! I love it. I love it.
It's
so
fucking
much.
great.
all right, walking away. Goodbye.
Come on.
Just open disdain.
It worked.
Unwilling
It's so
to
good. It's so good. Yes.
It's perfect.
More of it always.
Okay, so we walk out of the building and
All right.
we head for this
So
address.
Yeah, I guess I'd put it in my iPad because
Yeah.
Nice.
that's the knowledge center, and we'd have to try to figure out where the hell, because we don't have any concept of what New York is. So we
Yeah.
have to try to figure it out. So
Can I
guess
see that picture of that guy? What's
I
he
open
look
up
like?
Google Maps. Type it into Google
He's just
Maps.
a guy in a trench coat with hands.
Well, no, it is. What you are seeing is not a portrait of him. It's a portrait of the standard issue human disguise
on
that
a
is
stick.
given
Yeah.
to Ployd.
Yeah, so we don't know what he actually looks like.
No, I mean, if you could probably look up Ployd's on the iPad. Just saying.
I already did. I thought that was assumed. No.
Oh.
I
So while
looked
we're
up-
on our way to this
When I was talking
this
to when
diner.
Elle was yelling at us, I looked up Ployd's. Yeah, they're gross purple blobs. I think you said it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
You also know that they are.
I love purple.
They love consuming and having and just they hoarding. They like to have things, and their home planet
So they're
was
capitalists.
their home planet was rendered completely barren of all resources because they consumed it all. They had nothing left to trade. They sort of diasporaed and became space scavengers. Men in Black allows them to live on Earth, be more respected because everyone hates Ploids because they're a nuisance in the galaxy. But on Earth, as long as they agree to follow the law, they can sort of live a nice life.
Okay.
So that's what you learned on your iPad.
Oh look, the diner. We made it.
That quick, huh?
Thanks for looking up directions on that fancy flashy thing.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This diner is a one of them diners that's very lengthwise. You got the bar with the greasy spoon griddle behind it. You got a couple of booths on the other wall next to the window, and
Can I hear the bells ring?
if you want, you can believe in yourself and you can hear anything. You can hear your whole life flash before you. And you see in this diner there's a woman behind the counter working the coffee machines and the griddle. There are a couple of slumped over schlubs sitting on the bar eating some gross food, and sitting alone in a booth is a woman who is hunched over. She has her elbow on the table and she is rubbing her temple, and she is shaking a salt shaker over a plate of just French fries.
Omie, we just walked right into the door. We're standing right inside the door, and Omie just goes, Alva! It's her!
She starts. The salt shaker jerks in her hand, and she's looking around.
All right.
It's like, hello?
I walk up to the table. Alva, tell us what we need to know.
She goes, and then the next thing you see is that suddenly there is the entire contents of the shaker of salt has been poured onto the plate of French fries. And you did not see this happen. It's just instantly, now this is what is real. And you all are like the most tired you have ever been.
Oh, no.
As though you have been standing up in the same place for like a couple of days without moving. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I always do that a couple million times when I meet someone new. And then she just sort of blinks her eyes, and the salt is back in the shaker, and you feel as though you have just walked into the restaurant.
Did you guys just feel that?
That was strange.
Yeah, I was tired, and now... I'm still
now
tired.
I feel fine.
Less tired, though.
I'm pretty sure I just asked you a question you haven't answered it yet.
Thanks for listening to the first episode of Shuffle Quest. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please rate and review us on iTunes. Seriously, it helps so much. It is incredibly helpful for us getting the show to new listeners. Also, tell your friends about us. If someone likes goofer podcasts about RPGs, we're the one for them. You can like us on Facebook, you can follow us on Twitter, you can email us at shufflequestpodcast@gmail.com. You know how it all goes, you've done it before. Shuffle Quest was created and hosted by me, Tom Harrison. Omie is played by Gwynn Fulcher, staff writer of award-winning WBEZ podcast Pleasuretown. Terok Nor is played by Cody Melcher, stand-up comic and host of the excellent Weird Books podcast Tomefoolery. And Ruddy is played by Joe Anderson, a generally funny guy. Shuffle Quest's art was created by Sean Bowers, Shuffle Quest's music is composed and performed by Chuck Rios, and Shuffle Quest is recorded and engineered by Adam Goron. Oh, we'll see you next time, friends.